Hello, welcome back to Let's Play Etrian Odyssey 3 HD with me, McGammar. I did a little bit more gathering. I have not purchased additional equipment, but I have upgraded my medicine. Mostly. I still have some of the old medicine because sometimes you just don't need to recover all TP. Like a little bit of TP is enough. I need whatever this thing drops. I need more of what everything drops, really. I should just try to fight the FOEs on the floors. That's the goal of this episode. Nothing gets any holding back anymore. Nothing. Everything gets the entire kit. Everything gets the front mortar, everything gets the 5-ring, everything gets the attack, everything gets everything. Like, the Dark Ether plan does seem to be very good for conserving TP, which allows me to keep on doing what I'm doing. But I could throw out meteors. I could just throw out meteors. That would be fun. Okay, I need to fight some FOEs on this floor. The fastest way for me to do that would be... The FOEs on this floor are in those, like, mazy bits in the top, right? Top middle. There is one in the mazy bit in the top right, though. I fought these, though. I don't think I fought, I don't think I fought any on that floor. Hold on, let me figure out a way to get there. I ran away from them. Ran away from them really good. That's not too bad. If I could sneak into the back of it, that would be really nice. Actually, let's save. Just in case they're really bad. We have an attack against a Dream Smasher. Oh, that sounds great. Alright, let's see what you do. Let's see how durable you are. This thing looks like it could do something really nasty. Oh, double tapped. Nice. Went down easy. Nice and quick. But I didn't get a drop from it. So let's explore this floor a little bit. I'm mostly filling in the map. Don't have any of their drops. Don't have any of their drops. This looks good. I decided to put absolute 0 on Magic Face as the damaging limit that I have. But I have the regroup tactic in case I come across those things that petrify me again. Also just defend. Good. Good. Demon Fur. That sounds useful. Probably. Yep, the eye is wide open. They know where I am. Oh, I hate these things. Nah, that's not how it is. But it looks like the eye is in the wall here. So let's put this thing here. Like that. Yeah, okay, we're not gonna get a preemptive fight against this one. We're hurt a little bit. Don't want to risk anything like that. It was really easy with a preemptive hit, but what if I fight it one-on-one? Push it up. Let's not make the clone. Let's do an attack order. Okay, like this. Actually, what do you do? Okay. Sheep that imbibed the labyrinth's miasma and now emits that miasma from its very pores. Ugh. Not weak to anything. Stone Eye! That sounds bad. Maybe a prevent order is in order. Okay, that front rush did it. Okay. I don't think I need to charge up for this one. It's really wounded. Good. No additional drops, so that's okay. Okay, so it is detecting me. So there are more of them. Alright, how's our health? Top it up. Get ready. Try another one. Yeah, these things aren't too bad. Oh no! These things aren't too bad, I say that immediately, having a problem. Real lucky that Zero didn't get hit by that. Alright, let's do this again. Oh, it just decided to go straight for the magic face. Face could probably just use a heal. These things aren't too bad. Immediately dies. Oh no, it got there. Okay, so we got the atrocity sign. Zare's a little bit messed up. Do I have anything to fix that? No. The person who fixes that is Zare. Well, I did what I came here to do. So we got fur and a sign. Or sign. Oh, now we can buy formaldehydes! Now I don't need to conserve them nearly as much, and they're kind of cheap. Alright, so I don't have to worry about finding weird ways to get conditional drops on super rare monsters. I can just farm formaldehyde. That's great. Maybe it's a lot more rare than I'm giving it credit for. It probably is the case. I probably got really lucky there. Let's fix that up. Pop everybody up. She's a little bit low on TV. Let's stay until the evening. Pop into save, why not? So that's fun. Now we can get infinite formaldehyde. That's wonderful. That's good news. That's good news. Of course you would have to get to the final stratum to be able to get an item as powerful as that. Alright, so I'm capable of fighting those creatures. Everything's a little bit scary because they'll either stone me or instant kill me. Okay. Wait, what did it say? Let me read that text again. One moment. What was the clue? Those who stand resolved. Okay. That doesn't really sound like a clue for the floor like the previous floor did. Any shortcuts in the walls? There is! Of course there is. That's how you know it's a well-designed labyrinth. It has a shortcut. For people who want to be at the end but don't want to have to go all the way through. Okay, so this floor has no radar. I am up against the wall here. It goes out by 2. No. 3. Like that. I'm currently this. Alright, so how about... Oh. Okay, so it sees me like that. I'm pushed up against the wall. Okay, so how about I just... Go around? Nope. How about I just go around Oh, that didn't work. That didn't work. I probably should have pulled them out a little bit more. So let's charge it up. Let's keep everybody safe. Charge it up. I gotta get the prevent order out because instant death is bad. Alright. I bring it. Try to order it. Gotta get another prevent order for the back. Alright, how's our buffs looking? That's good. Charge it up for the next round. Get that damage up. What should you do? Emmy's really... Wow, you can drop 2 types of books. Neat. You know what? Let's throw meteors. I'm surprised his friends haven't joined in. Really surprised that's not happening. Big damage, here we go. Nice, a power book. Well, it didn't use its ability that was scary. Let's use the book. Who would I like more damage on? How about Jade? I could use this opportunity to just fight more of these. I'm not really sure how far down into the room I am. I think I'm gonna make an assumption. What if I'm all the way against the wall? Okay, so if that goes all the way against the wall, like that, that means I'm, like, here right now. That might be too far, but I wasn't really counting. Okay, there's a weird tile here. It turned me. Fortunately, I was keeping my eyes open when it turned me, so... Weird. Weird, it's a spinny floor. Yeah, let's mark that with, one of those. Weird. Anyway. Ah! That's way too far. In that case, let's move all this. Everything goes over by 2. And that means the map is off by 2. Or 1, at least. Yeah, that looks right. I absolutely killed the one in the middle. Thinking about it, there was definitely a way to avoid that. I just did it wrong. Fortunately, I'm strong enough to deal with it. And... also, fortunately, now I don't have to. That feels nice. Ooh, what are you? Ammonite. Alright. Not gonna give it any quarter. I'm gonna assume it does status effects. As I throw out a protect order instead of prevent order. Covers, menacing glare. Defense down. Defense down, okay. Maybe we can deal with a defense down. It seems very resistant to physical damage. Maybe that was just a buff from its friend. maybe... Let's try absolute zero on this thing. Let's see what this does. That worked! Wait, did that double tap because of Jade's thing because she was part of it? Oh, that's fun. Well, unfortunately, that was a dead end. Ooh, ooh. Another shortcut. Like seeing that. Ooh. Fresh gather point? Okay, so what do? Okay, you take very little damage from physical. An ancient mollusk whose hard shell repels most impacts, protecting it to this day. And you do curse, I see. So what's this thing weak to? Fire. That's down. Some curse. That could be really bad. That could be really bad, actually. Let's fix that. Didn't do nearly enough damage because Magic Phase actually does very low magic damage. Yeah, he mostly hits things with meteors. Time for Fungus to... Okay, Fungus did not die. Wait, what did it hit me with? Physical defense down. Really down. So it did it twice, so it stacked. Yeah, you can't do enough damage. I could use Guard Order to dispel it on the front. That might be beneficial. Yeah, this is what I'm gonna have to do for this. Fire. They have a conditional drop, actually. No, it just has a normal drop. I don't know what it is yet. Good. Just enough. A chop point. Not my favorite. Obviously, my favorite is takes, because I need medicine. Ooh, preemptive. That's fun. That means you get the stat. I really should probably heal the party. I really should probably heal the party. Fair charge. Wait, Great Warrior. No, 5 ring. Get the Blastin'. I should probably protect front. No, you can buff their damage. Good. Good. That certainly seems like a good way to deal with that encounter. Ooh, an Invader's Eye. I needed a bunch of those. I remember that. Just checking for shortcuts. What a weirdly shaped area. Oh, there's an FOE on the other side of this wall. It won't really matter until I'm in front of it, right? Suppose there's another path I could have gone down over there. I'll check it out later. Ooh, a tent spot. Any shortcuts in here? Yes. Okay. Anything else? No. Alright. Slap that down. Mark it properly. Okay. We definitely have a plan for this. The enemies just did buffs and debuffs. They're not actually fighting me. That sure is a tactic they can do. And fire. Okay. Yeah, it's very expensive when I don't use Dark Ether. It's very expensive when I don't use Dark Ether. I won't be able to sustain that. So fighting these things is actually really bad for me. Ooh, Tri-Pumpkin. The third type. Okay. Alright. Alright. I think this calls for a prevent order. Oh, you summoned a friend! 5 ring that. Front board with the friend. Dark Ether in the front so we can sustain. Still no idea what you do. Charge it up. Get ready for another blast. I could unbind. I'm not really worried about it. Is it weak to fire? No, it summoned more friends! More 5 ring. Another front border. Let's blast the Tri-Pumpkin. It keeps making friends. That's a lot of binds. Now I'm really in trouble. Just yell, I guess. Yeah, you can't do anything. Wow. It's not often that I'm shut down by binds. So that's kind of fun. Let's use Absolute Zero on the team with an etheric charge. Neat. Well, that was dangerous. Didn't get the new drop. My stuff is real bad looking. I probably should have packed tents. I feel like I barely scratched this new floor. But then again, like, compared to the progress that the farmers were able to make. Oh good, more dead zone. Alright, so let's see. Looks like it does that. Then maybe there... It might be a one-way, it might be a two-way. It's one way. I see. Okay, so I can go left or right. I could go either way. Okay, given that I don't remember seeing a shortcut that way. And I didn't appear back on the map, so now I must be here. I have to be very careful about this. I can either go up or down. Okay, so this is me facing east right now. Let's try going down. Okay, so if I did it right, I'm now here. I'm turning to my left. I'm turning to my right. Okay, so this will probably take me back to the entrance. For sake of... For the sake of completing the map, I want to see if... Yeah, this will be the last random encounter I do. Oh, that's bad. Don't want Magic Face to blast when he's cursed. Oh, you don't have enough for that. Well, in that case, how about a Fire Barrage? Rush the party. Blast fire. Okay. Okay, so this should go this way? It does not. There's a door. Let's use that. Ah, okay, so I did go through it previously. Okay. So now to test my theory. I went up. Now I'll go left. And it's one way. Good. Okay. So we're getting an idea how this floor works. Lots and lots of that nonsense. Looks like it's mostly just going to be lots of one-way picks. I thought I had a thread. I'm in a real bad state for running out of this place. I do not have the fortitude. I do not have the technical points to be able to survive too many encounters. I can't do front mortar, which is my big source of damage. One day I will learn. I remembered everything else. Everything else. But I forgot to restock the thread. Once again. Okay, it wasn't too bad to get back. Maybe I'll get something new from this stuff. A struggle. Yeah, that certainly is what this stratum is. I too. Why not? Okay, so what's a struggle? It is a rapier, thrusting sword that is difficult to use but can be quite powerful. Probably used for a tournament of some kind somewhere. Alright. Alright, I feel like I just barely went in and did anything, but you know what? I beat a couple FOEs, I did a couple things. I'll call that an episode. Next time on Etrian Odyssey 3 with me, Voltage McGammar, I'll get more lost. Later, explorers.